Welcome to the ladies' dressing room. Today we are talking all about walking wear and really dressing for movement for everyday life. So I have a specific outfit that I like to wear if I'm going to play pickleball or if I'm going to go walking, and yet there are also times where I just end up wearing the dress that I'm wearing for the day when I'm going to go walking. Say if I go on an evening walk with my dad, I will likely just wear, if it's, I don't know, if it's appropriate, if it's not too windy and the length is right, then I will usually just wear what I had worn for that day, because there's just, sometimes I feel there's really no need to change. You're not doing anything that will mean you can't wear what you're already wearing. And that goes for a lot of dresses with me. So I truly do feel like dresses, if you choose the right dress for you, something that's not too constricting, that you have ease of movement in, I truly feel like they are items of clothing that one could wear for their everyday life, for all of the activities. Well, not all of them, but most of them. Most of the activities that we engage in on a daily basis, this is something that I don't find I have trouble doing when I wear a dress. So that's why I'm particular about the lengths that I purchase, just all other different areas, how, you know, the neckline, just all of it. So anyway, let's talk about walking wear, specific to, or sportswear, that kind of thing. Many of you might be noticing an increase in pickleball dresses, or what some would have considered to be tennis dresses or tennis skirts. Now they have these dresses that I see everywhere for pickleball, because it's one of the fastest growing sports in the country, maybe possibly the world, I don't know. But this is something that I found to be so much better than some of the items that I would see some ladies wearing. And a big part of that is because there is a skirt attached to the tight shorts, or, you know, basically the tight shorts. I think some would wear leggings to play this as well, but I think that having shorts or a skirt over it, actually, that is more along the lines of what most people would wear. So anyway, it's just been nice to see the increase in this. Now, I will say that a lot of them are pretty revealing. So whenever you can find a pickleball skirt or dress that is not, that is a keeper. That's been my experience with just what I've seen. It can be harder to come by the ones that one would consider to be more modest. So anyway, that's what I was looking for when I searched for skirts on Amazon. I searched for ones just above the knee or knee length skirts. And so the one that I am sharing with you today, this one was just above the knee, I would say, and I really like it. It came in several different colors, although I just ended up getting the white one. I may end up getting a couple others pretty soon, just to have a little bit more variety. But I do love having this skirt. I think it's really versatile for walking, for playing pickleball, and just doing any kind of physical activity, whether I would be hiking or, you know, different things like that. I've worn it in for several different activities. So then I just pair it with some kind of active top. So I found some active tops on Amazon as well. These ones were sleeveless with a little bit of a V cut. But then I also found more of a kind of like a t-shirt, but not a t-shirt, but I guess it's like a tee. It was really smooth material. I found this at Walmart. And I also found some leggings that matched it, just because at one point when it was pretty chilly, I wanted to wear some leggings when I would go walking. And I also have leggings that are black. Those ones I would usually pair under or on top of my leotard, but under a ballet skirt when I would, go to ballet class. And so to me, it's all about coverage. Covering, just the rear area, even in the front. This is what I like to cover. I just think that it has a better look overall to it. And I think that if this is something that you have been thinking about, what kind of activewear would you wear when it came to walking or running or different things that you may do, playing pickleball, playing tennis, things like that. Trying to go for more of the skirt and dress or but with the combo of the shorts under it, this makes a really big difference. I, for myself, feel so much more comfortable when I'm playing, when I have that extra layer over me and everything isn't so tight and where you can just see every nook and cranny. So that is, that's my preference. And then this past spring, I also got a baseball cap for myself to just be able to wear to protect my face from the sun when I would be walking, because at one point I was walking at all different times of the day and even during the, high noon or whatever the case may be. And at that time, I was also wearing a long sleeve hoodie over the tops that I was wearing, just to be able to protect my arms from the sun as well. And then of course I also just pair this with some Skechers tennis shoes. That's what I have right now. And I like to go lighter with my tennis shoes. So I have two pairs and I really just wear one most of the time because they're the ones that I've broken in, and you know how it is when you have a shoe that you love, you just will wear it all the time. Now sometimes when I am walking with my dad at night, I will just put on some flip-flops and walk, and he does the same actually. So it just depends. It really depends on how far I will be walking. When I was doing those really long walks, I definitely like to wear tennis shoes. But sometimes if we're just, walking around the block, I don't mind just putting on some flip-flops and wearing one of the dresses that I already wore for the day. But it's also important to make sure that you are covered properly, you're dressed right for whatever season it is, which I know I'm not really going into much detail about the colder seasons, but this is just what I wanted to share with where we're at in the season today. It really depends on when I'm going to be going walking or when I would be out as to how much I would be wearing or what kind of layers I would be wearing. But as of right now, most of the walking that I'm doing is after the sun has set, so I'm not really as concerned about full coverage when it comes to that. So anyway, that is the walking wear that I prefer, and also just activewear in general. If you would like to leave in the comments below what it is that you like to wear, we would love to know that. Today's dress of the day is by Grey Cove, and I found this dress on Poshmark when I was searching for linen wrap dresses, and that's exactly what this is. It is a full wrap dress, and I really love the sleeve length on this, just the whole dress in general. I feel that it's very well constructed. It has pockets, and the color is just like this, not exactly a slate blue, but almost, almost like that. But it's just a very pleasant blue, I would say, something that is very much my cup of tea, and just the way that it moves and everything about it is so nice. I tend to wear the sash with just a knot. I don't always tie it in a bow, just because it adds a lot of bulk to the front of, in the midsection where I'm trying to minimize a little more. So I do just do a little knot most of the time and allow the sash to hang. And this one has a really great swing to it. I do have to make sure that I am wearing a slip, just like every other dress that I wear, I do wear a slip, but especially this one because with wrap dresses, you just never know. You know, whenever you're walking, there could be a little gust of wind, something that can open it up, and so making sure to wear a good slip is very important when wearing a dress like this. I do have a darker blue slip, which I think is perfect to wear with a dress like this, because then the slip underneath can just act as that extra bit of skirt coverage, and it makes it to where I don't worry at all. And the way that this has some darting in it offers a lot more space in the bust area and just makes it so much easier to wear, in my opinion. One of the problems that I have found with so many wrap dresses is that it just doesn't have enough coverage in the bust, and that is something that I feel this one did very well in the construction of, that they left room for the bust. Today's dressing space comes from Laura. She said, "Here are photos of my dressing space, which include my closet and vanity area. We recently purchased this home and I did quite a bit of remodeling to make everything just how I like it. My dressing space, no exception. My favorite thing about opening my closet is seeing all of my colors in my wardrobe. I'm a light summer. And all the pink wallpaper. It feels so calming to me getting ready in the mornings, and I feel very feminine too. It just feels like me here. Thank you for many years of beautiful content and doing this series for us. It's been so fun to grow with you in style and to see you blossom into such an elegant lady and really come into your own. Very inspiring indeed." Laura, your dressing room is absolutely beautiful. I love what you did with it. I love the chandelier and just all of the colors together. Wow, it is so pretty. It's like you've really honed in on what colors are yours, and that of course is one of the benefits of knowing your color season. So I just really like that you've done this for yourself, and I can see just why you love to enter such a space. And yes, your wallpaper is really beautiful. Where did you find your wallpaper? I feel like I've seen this before and it is so pretty. Something I would love to just walk in all the time as well. So you have your purses set out and your perfumes with beautiful framed artwork, and in such lovely frames as well. Those gold oval frames are so pretty. And like I said, your light fixture, oh wow, you wallpapered the top of the ceiling. I love that. That is so pretty, and it's such dainty little flowers up there with the crown molding. There is so much attention to detail in here. Thank you so much, Laura, for sharing your space with us. It is so beautiful indeed, and I think that some of these things will just give so many ladies different ideas. I know that it has inspired me a lot, so thank you so much for that. And if you have yet to share your dressing space with us, I hope that you will, because I am not going to stop at a dress a day in May when it comes to sharing the ladies' dressing room, whatever lady that may be who is planning on sharing. I will share until I have nothing to share, and then I guess it will just be mine. But I loved this so much, and this was something that so many of you also enjoyed as well. So I hope to continue to share the ladies' dressing room, whatever lady that is. And this will just be that space that we will continue to be inspired by one another and get so many different ideas and just share these lovely spaces that I feel we don't see enough of. So it really has been such a joy to see so many different spaces and what every lady sees as beauty in her own eyes, and just for us to be able to take from that and to be inspired by that. So thank you so much for being here with me today. I truly hope that something in today's video inspired you in some way and that you will choose beauty every day.